Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. Where are we now? Sunday, isn't it? Sunday, yes. I am not going to be on long tonight. I'm absolutely full of it. So some of you know that Jack has had a cold all week, and I think I've ended up with it myself. I've got a bit of a raspy throat and feeling a bit. So I'll do what I can as long as I can. Let's say hello, Paul Kelly, new member. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate that. Good to see you and your support. Thank you very much. Morning Glory, hello from across the pond. That's my across the pond fans coming in. Good to see you. Cosmic Auto, good to see you. Jerry Georgopoulos, Gary. Hello, Julie Baldwin. Good to see you as well. Apparently, the Conservative Party want Boris back, do they? I saw a tweet before I came out that said I think 70 of them want her out or something like that. But when they start fighting amongst themselves, they've really got trouble. I can see that one getting interesting. Hello, Gary Thornbury. Good to see you. Anna Perkins. The eco nutter has been arrested. Is that the one that threw the bucket of shit over Captain Tom's memorial? I know that she was going to face trouble. That much was very, very clear. Good news, but will they do anything? So, well, this is the thing, isn't it, Gary? We don't have any faith that they will do anything. We'll have to see. What's Hannah saying? As a last resort, they could bring back public stocks and the locals could provide their own very special brand of stinking slurry. Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? That would work. Anna, in Texas, the laws are pretty tough here. I read somebody said that a law was introduced that you could get 10 years for something like this in America. Is that correct? That's very, very harsh. Jason's channel. Hi, Andy. I got my 150 quid Friday morning at 3:01 a.m. Hopefully, I get the 324 this week coming. Yeah, well, here's hoping. I mean, I did the video. Oh God, when did I do it? A day or two ago regarding the £324. Because people are asking, where is it? And nobody actually knows what day it's coming. And the DWP aren't being very helpful either. It's just a case of it will be here soon, is what they're saying. Jason Drury, hello to you, my friend. Hope you are well. Chrissy Williams, good evening to you. Chrissy, we need to get that membership sorted out for you. I don't know whether we can do that this week. Princess Poppy, hello to you. Good to see you. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, the little sod. He's better now. He's just got a cough that seems to be lingering, which is good because he's got his karate grading this week. He's going through his red belt. And when they do grading at karate, you have to attend what's called a pre-grading where they run through the syllabus to make sure you're okay. And then you have the grading on the next lesson. And I kept him and me off karate this week because he was not very well at all. And now it's coming to the day before pre-grading. I'm now sniffing and feel like shit. And he's running around and okay, I should have got him to come out here and do the live stream, shouldn't I? What would your ideal car be, Andy? Cosmic Auto does. I still like my Mercedes. That would be my ideal car. Lovely car. I love them. I wish I could get a new one. Maybe I can someday. Who knows? But I've got an older Mercedes E-Class that I used to use for my taxi, which my wife now drives around in. Bloodnose, hello to you. Yeah, Jack shared something with Andy. Jack had a really bad cough. The problem is, whenever Jack gets ill, I get ill shortly thereafter. And when I was a baby, way back when in the day, I actually had whooping cough as a small child. So I ended up with a bad chest. And also, I smoked for 20 years, which didn't help my case either. So I do get quite susceptible to stuff. Although I've not smoked in 12, 13 years. I gave that up a long time ago. Well, cost of a packet of fags now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel a bit rough, Mick, hard stuff, but you just got to carry on. I did down a Lemsip before I came out here. I had a few whiskies yesterday, hoping that would shift it, but who knows? Jerry Georgopoulos, hello to you. Yes, this idiot that poured a bucket of shite over the Captain Moore memorial. I understand it was her own, so she's obviously saved it up over a course of time. Dirty little what's it, and decided to make that statement. I maintain the position quite how that's got anything to do with Captain Tom. This country using private jets is beyond me. I think it's a bloody stupid thing to do. I did read in the Mail after I put that video on that her own father said she's gone completely rogue. She's dropped out of university and just turned into a bloody activist. Well, her name's all over the papers, and the likelihood of her getting a job or any kind of meaningful existence for a great number of years now is probably well and truly blown. I just don't understand these people. If you want to protest about private jets, go sit outside the hangar at Luton Airport. They got a few up there. You can wave a placard and make a load of noise. Not that I'm advocating you do that, of course, but I'm just trying to make the point. What the hell's it got to do with Captain Moore? Yeah, disgraceful. Theo Bovril, I saw your message earlier. Mother-in-law still has you turfed out to the garage. What did you do wrong? Oh dear. No, my mother-in-law's absolutely brilliant. I'm only saying that because she might be watching, but no, I've got a good mother-in-law. She doesn't give me a headache or beat me around the head with her handbag like some can. So she's great. Hello, Mike. Mike Alligators. Hope you're feeling well, keeping well, as days without the chat these days. Yeah, I was doing a daily chat every single day, and I was sitting down and looking at what we were doing. And the problem is, if you do the same thing every single day, it gets a little bit stale. And I thought, we need to juggle this around a bit. So I thought, we'll do 2 to 3, and one for the paying members. Now, I saw someone rear their head again the other day in complaining about the members live stream. Now, I don't know if you see in the chat, you've actually got people with green writing. Their screen names are actually in green writing. These are people that pay a little amount to me, Andy the Gabby Cabby, every month, literally £1, really. And they got to get something back, so I just do a little exclusive members chat for them once a week, and that's it. There's nothing to hide. That's literally all we do for them every week, so they get a little something back in return. But the main chat is the 2 live streams we're doing at the moment for everybody else. So I hope that clears things up. Scooby Doos, hello, good to see you. Vanished greetings from St Mary's Loch. Okay, wonderful. Seth78, hello. What do you think the chances are of the PM managing to turn things around, or do you think the Tories are finished? Ed, all this tax cut stuff, I think is just going to serve them all well off, isn't it? talking about cutting taxes and helping people out. But the problem is, and Kevin Grant's asked me twice about what I think of trickle down economics. Uh, People like me, people like you, I mean, I'm self employed. I have an accountant who deals with all my tax affairs and, try and make things as efficient as possible. And I really don't think that, you know, any of this is going to help. You saw the market reaction, everything just slumped. Uh, no. But the problem is they've all started infighting now, haven't they? Having a pop at each other. And I can see that causing problems. I mean, would we be better off with a red government? Is that the end aim? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days. But she's adamant, isn't she? This lady is not for turning, I think Thatcher used to say. I'm surprised she hasn't repeated the same thing. This is the Daily Chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby, everybody. Good to see you all. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the like button. We've got 150 in the chat, and that's great numbers for a Sunday night. This is just a little chinwag for about half an hour or so. I've got to do a short one tonight. Number one, I don't know how long my voice will last. And number two, I've got to get some sleep because I've got to get to the airport. I'm not joining membership for now. Angela Graham says that's absolutely fine, Angela. There is no compulsion whatsoever to join anything. All I ask is that you hit the subscribe button and join in with the chats and everything. The memberships are just there if anybody wants to. No compulsion whatsoever. You don't ever have to, ever, if you don't want to. That's fine. And that goes for anybody else. As long as you subscribe and hit the like button when we're having a chinwag, that's enough. Mike, evening blood nose. Hi, Mum. Glad you're in the chat. Don't phone me when this is over because I'm going to bed and you can probably hear I'm quite snuffly. I'll try to talk to you tomorrow at some point. I see cigarettes online about 13 quid a packet. Jesus, Al. I don't smoke, but I don't know how anyone can afford it. I shouldn't say this because my mother's in the chat, but I started smoking when I was about 13. And yeah, I think it's about £1.98 for 20p and H back then. 30 years ago. Just shows you, doesn't it? I trust you'll have 40 winks before you go out in the early hours. When you nap, get yourself as hot as possible. It will help get the cold germs out. I will, Anna. I will. I usually stick an extra couple of layers on and try and sweat it out. Yeah, it needs locking up, the Natter. I don't think she'd go to jail for it, Bridget. I'd be very surprised if she did, but she certainly needs punishing for what she's done because it's bang out of order. And if she isn't, it sends an example to the rest. I mean, there's the thing with the Colston statue, wasn't there? Did they get off? And they said that it was a human right for them to be able to chuck that thing in the river. I think that's what they called it, and they got off on that basis. Absolute bullshit. What's that? 1%. Red Scouts, hello to you. An NHS doctor. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. I thought it was a carer, actually, Julie. Or was it a doctor? I mean, either way, she's blown it. Hi, Andy. Do you get any help with fuel costs for your business? Must be a nightmare, the increase in fuel. Unfortunately, I don't. I used to have a couple of fuel cards which tracked a little bit below market rate by, 5p a litre or something like that. But even they weren't that great in the end. Sometimes they were pretty much in parallel. So no, we don't. I mean, I had to put the prices up of my fares to compensate for the increase of fuel, and we're just about okay at the moment. Uh, my phone just went nuts there. Never mind. Yeah, we're just about okay at the moment. I mean, in my area, Thanet, we charge prices which could probably be more anyway. We're quite cheap compared with other areas, but it's enough to keep our head above water. That girl could be suffering from ADHD. There could be something like that. But the problem is, a lot of these youngsters are watching all the stuff on the TV and all the rest of it that they're getting force fed, and it melts their brain, and they think all sorts of stuff that isn't necessarily true. I mean, I've always said that to fix our problems in society, we've got to start with our kids, teach them the right way, and then when all of us lot are dead and buried and pushing up daisies, we'll have kids which are educated in the right way to turn things around. But the problem is, there's too many of these people in certain positions of power, teachers, lecturers, headmasters, supervisors, who think the other way. So are we fighting a losing battle? I don't know. I'm only swigging this, keep my throat going. My mother-in-law was amazing. Always set up a pint for me. Only catch was she asked for the money. She was the bar manager in my local. Love it. I usually get a bottle of bourbon off of mine at Christmas. So my mother-in-law's good. Lady Fisher too. Good to see you. Good evening, Andy and everybody. Evening, Therese. Good to see you. We've got another member by the looks of it. Who's this? Let's have a bit of a scroll down. See who we can find. I've got the thing up there. Can I click on that? Will that tell me? Oh, yeah. Sexy Bugger. New member at 9:16. Thank you very much. I thought you were a member anyway, so I don't know whether you've upgraded or something, but thank you. The appeals court ruled was criminal damage after they got off. Lefty lawyers not happy. Is that the Colston statute, Julie? You tell me about that. Anyway, have we got 100 likes yet? Somebody tell me how many likes we got, because I never bloody see them. All MPs in Parliament are corrupt. They're all feeding their own coffers. Viking Moon Warrior. 65 likes. Okay, come on, folks. We got 182 in the chat and 73 likes. Right, come on, we can get that up now. Andy, do you live near a Costco? You can fuel up there much cheaper. Yeah, I've heard that, PJ Mosley. I think my nearest Costco is Dartford, up Lakeside Way. I don't think there is one down here, or at least not that I know of. Fuel at Costco always seems cheaper. I understand it's quite good quality compared to the supermarkets, but long queues. The only fuel I won't put in mine is Tesco's. I won't touch them because I've known problems with engines on that fuel, so I won't touch it. Screwed Politics, hello to you. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're good. Sexy Bugger, £2 super chat. Another shot of whiskey for Andy. Yay. Well, next time alcohol will pass my lips is Tuesday evening when I go for a drink with my friends. So hopefully it'll all be sorted out by then. But, pardon me, that was the old Coca-Cola. 21 more likes to reach 100. Jackie Glasgow, he was born in Margate, my mother's saying. What's that in reply to? Jackie Glasgow. Oh, yes. Hi, Andy. Are you originally from London? I have this come up a lot, right? An awful lot. I'll give you a bit of family history. I'm Margate, born and bred. I was born here. I'm still here. I did try to escape once, but that didn't work out too well. I got as far as Canterbury for a couple of years and came home again. That's another story. Uh, yeah, my mum was born in Warsaw, up Birmingham Way, and my dad was born in Bedford. Uh, Mum and dad met. Uh, my dad actually, although he was born in Bedford, he ended up gravitating down this way at a younger age, and he was actually brought up around the Canterbury, Whitstable, Tankerton kind of area. He joined the army and then met my mum while he was in the army because my grandfather, my mother's father, was in the army catering corps, and he was a pain in the arse. And my father, being a military policeman, ended up keeping him out of trouble. And that's roughly how my mum and dad met. When they moved, when my dad left the army, he joined Kent Police in the mid-70s, and they both moved down to Margate and been here ever since. About the time of the miners' strikes in the early 80s, that's when they parted ways. But we all still live here now. I've been accused of being a Londoner or a Cockney, and it's particularly worse when I'm actually with Londoners. It gets even worse. I sound like a Londoner, and I'm not at all. I actually had someone in the cab once say, "What part of London are you from? You know, uptown, apples and pears. You're having a giraffe, and I come out with all the lingo, but I'm not London at all." There you go. There's the story. A little brief history of Andy the Gabby Cabby. Absolutely average. Good to see you in the chat. I've just spotted your name there. Hope you're well and your channel's going well. We need to get this guy up to 1,000 subscribers, folks, if he's not there already. So anybody who can do, hop over and give Absolutely Average a subscription, because he does some good stuff and he deserves it. Neats, hello, good to see you. What the hell? Oh, my eyes are going. Philip Steele, good to see you. Hello. Yeah. Sexy Bugger, Narrative Destroyer is really attacking you, Andy. Well, the problem in Narrative Destroyer, Tracy, DJ Burp, and all the rest of them, they've done some very nasty videos about me and various other YouTubers that they appear to have a problem with. We all have something in common, and it's quite obvious why we're being attacked. And I really don't care. I'm past the point of caring. If they want to make videos about me, then they go right ahead. I mean, I wish they'd base them on fact rather than shit. But, nevertheless, they will make videos. The problem is, if you engage with these people, they will twist the truth, they will twist your words, and they will twist everything else and carry on making videos. So they're best ignored, really, which is a tack I will be taking. If you imagine sitting in a park with a bag of breadcrumbs and you've got a load of hungry seagulls flying around, shitting everywhere and trying to scrounge your grub, and you throw the breadcrumbs out, they will swarm all over it. That's what they're like. So not worth it. I appreciate people telling me that I'm being spoken about, but I'm not worried about it anymore. I can't be. It's gone past that point. Call it free advertising, I suppose. But I had that last little bit of business I wanted to deal with Retro on his bikes. I smoothed it over with him, helped him out, and I understand he said yesterday he's on his way down south. There's that London accent again, to his father's funeral. And, I hope all that goes as well as it can for him. sounds strange saying that at funerals, doesn't it? But on that side of things, that's the only interest I have now. If they want to carry on, please do. I'm just done with them. But that being said, I do appreciate the emails and all the tips where people are sticking up for me. It's very heartwarming, and it tells me what a wonderful community we have here. And we just do our thing. Absolutely. Who said that? Hi, Andy. I'm from Bedford. I understand why he left. He was about 4 years old when he left, actually. And I remember he took me up there and showed me the house he used to live in. I said, how do you remember all this, Dad? It's 60 years ago. He said, oh, I'm all right 60 years ago. It's what I did yesterday. I have trouble remembering. Oh, there you go. Jack Watson, Epic. Hello, Andy. Thanks for the scam warning. Keep us informed when we're due the £324 energy help. Yes, I certainly will. And also any scam warnings or anything like that I see everywhere. Oh, you can hear me snotting up. Dave Carr, plastic cockney. Yeah, I don't. There was another name for it as well, Kentish cockney or something like that. But it's like my mum. She's born that Brumway, and you wouldn't know it. Hearing her speak, you wouldn't know it. London on Sea, is that Brighton? Yeah, I think they call that, don't they? What's the biggest tip you've ever got? 50 quid off a snooker player in the 80s, Cliff Thorburn. Always big tipper. They always wanted to pick him up, bless him. Yes, I think the biggest tip I ever got was 50 quid as well, actually. That was quite a while back. Kevin Grant, you're absolutely right. I think that's where the lines get phasey, isn't it? It's actually the government that make the laws, and the lawyers are just they know how to use the laws to get their own way. That's why they're paid the big bucks. Christine Ayres didn't get a notification for the live stream. Hope all is well. Well, you're here. That's the main thing. Good to see you. Do you like Reverend Simon, Sir Farsh? Yes, I do, actually. I had one thing I want to watch is one of his live streams. I haven't watched the whole one yet, but he just says it how it is, doesn't he? And that's the way we need to be. Paz, he's another one I like. I always like watching his stuff. I mean, he had something to say about this idiot that threw the shit over Tom Moore's memorial. It's crazy. 101 likes. Thank you very much, everybody. That's wonderful. Thank you for the support. Blood Nose getting there, mate. Yeah, Edgar Lee. YouTube is a digital playground. Lots of bullies. There certainly is. And the problem is, the more you rise to them, the more they will react. I mean, the general rule I'm going to take from now on, if I see that normal YouTuber, and when I say normal YouTuber, I mean someone with an established channel with lots of subscribers, hints or intimates that there might be a video about to appear about me, then I will contact that YouTuber and I will say to them, if you're going to do this, then please talk to me so I can make sure what you're going to release is as accurate as possible. So I will communicate on that basis. If the person is obviously out just to score points, take the piss and be an arsehole, I'm not going to engage with you. Now, there is a big community out there of people that are all complaining that I shadow ban. And all of these people that are complaining I shadow ban have been kicked off of my channel by either me or my moderators. And there's a very good reason for that. They've come on here to be an arsehole. and they will be gotten rid of. Fair game, really. This is a community of people who come here to talk, have a natter, learn a few bits, keep each other company, and all the rest of it. And the key word is community, and I will not allow that to be disrupted. And if I have to kick people out, that's exactly what I will do. There's another guy that originally I suppose you could call on the other side of this, and I thought he come under the troll department as well. But I've since engaged with him, had a very long chat with him. He knows where I'm coming from. I know where he's coming from, and privately we get on fine. And I wish it was all like that, but it doesn't always happen. Doesn't always happen. So generally, it's best just to let him get on with it. Yeah, Richard Collins, I agree with that. But people being people, they want to help me out, and they want to let me know what's going on. And again, I appreciate it. Yeah, how's the song go, Neat? Silence is golden, isn't it? I like that. We'll have to go there. Yeah, Jackie Glasgow. I know the one you mean, and it's not only me; it's every bugger else as well. Again, another sad sack. Just get on with it. Adrian Bradley has just subscribed to Absolutely Average. That's great. So if we can get some of his up there, that'll be wonderful. Al Barker, did you see my message to you? Mick Hardstaff says, I hope he does. We'll see. Handy Andy, we love our cabbie, and that's all that matters. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to do something for you lot. Let's see if we can make this work while we're on the air. Give me a second. You might hear me talking double here. Let's see if I can get on.
Je pense que le rôle des espaces verts est devenu plus important aujourd'hui.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
Dans les centres-villes.
It's French. What do I want French for?
Plus important aujourd'hui.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
Dans les centres-villes.
It's French. What do I want French for?
Plus important aujourd'hui.
Oh, come on, hurry up. Okay. It's not going to work on the phone. Let me see if I can do it on here. I'm just going to go on another screen, folks. Hopefully you can still see me and hear me, but I want to do something for you. Let's see if this works. See me and hear me, but I want to do something for you. See if this works. Okay, what I've just done, I've purchased 5 Gabby Cabby memberships, and 5 of you at random, chose by YouTube, will get 1 month of membership to the Gabby Cabby community. So you should be notified of that pretty immediately. My phone's just going a bit nuts with Google Receipts and all that sort of thing. David L. Andy, do you think you've been hacked, mate? No, I haven't been. I haven't been hacked, not in the slightest. Andy, do you need to get a Lemsip or something? Maybe a night nurse Saturday night. I had a Lemsip just before I came out, so I usually go on the day and night nurse stuff, really. So that'd be good. Julie Baldwin, you've just sent me a message, have you? I'll have a quick look at that. All right, okay, I'm with you. Thank you, Julie. Julie's just informed me that someone was in here being an idiot and being kicked out. So that's great. That's my moderators doing their job. I appreciate that very much indeed. Where else have we got? Bridget, have you sent me a few more subs this week? Another 3 have joined Bridget with opinions this weekend. That's wonderful, Bridget. That's another one of my subscribers with her own channel. BCTV, a different videographer with opinions. So go and give her a shout as well. Adrian Berry, happy Christmas, Andy. We're not quite there. Yeah, that's where my wife goes out and gets all the shopping and everything. She's gonna be making a nutcracker this year. You know, one of these bloody great drummer things. She's got all the card and all the other bits and pieces for it. So there you go. Let's see what we got. Screw Politics is one of the membership ones who have just ended up in for a month. So that's good. That's wonderful. I like him to come in and see what we're doing. Vic on the chest, Tony Whitworth says, I put it on the feet. I got told that's the best place to put it. And Bunya's socks on. I don't know about that, but give it a try. Julie Baldwin just kicked the second one out this evening. Oh, grand. Oh, well, we always get them, don't we? Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, all right. Well, I was only going to do 30 minutes this evening, and we're up to, 38 now. I'm losing track of it, just nattering. Third one kicked out. Blimey, we are busy this evening. But thank you for that. Yes, I'm going to go because I need to get some sleep and I need to get up that airport. Thank you very much today for coming in, having a natter with me. There'll be another live stream on Wednesday, which I'll plan out. Members one Thursday and another one Sunday after as well, which will all be cool. More content will be out tomorrow. Not sure of the time yet, so look out for it then. Apart from that, have a good evening. What's left of it, everybody. Thank you very much for coming along and supporting the channel, as you always do. I appreciate it. And I'll see you when I do. Toodaloo.